What's going on, guys? Let's talk about where I've been. Hopefully the first thing you notice is that the stream quality here is top notch. I've been putting a lot of work into stepping up my game. Hang out, doing a little motivational Monday. Time Lord, what's up, man? How's it going? Good morning, Alice. Proud developer, what's up? Good morning, good morning. You guys driving to work? Junior, what's up, man? How's everything going? Good guy, Greg, what's up? We here. Dude, you're on like a different account every time. I think you're on like Fixed Protocol the other time, and then you're on Computer Programming University. I think you have 3 accounts. I remember I looked at your channel and you have like 3 different accounts. How's the stream quality? You guys noticing a difference? I can show you. Can't believe no one said anything. Jake Warburton. How's it going? Abhijit. I'm not going to try to say your last name, but how you like the standing desk? It's quality. Definitely quality. Any tips on getting better at coding? You got to code more if you want to get better. More crisp. I'm using my GH5 for this, so it should be crisp. I've got like, you need more light? Alice says we need more light. Hold on, Alice. One moment. Oh no, I deleted that app. Have you thought about a blackout curtain so the lighting will stand out more? Well, the problem is just the camera angle. So if I just move it, it'll work fine. Nice channel. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Taking the LED. Dude, I got a whole bunch of stuff to make the background cool. I need more light. I have better light. I just got to get the app again. Why are you standing? Because it feels good to stand. I sit all day. The light behind you makes your face dark. You can turn it down some. Did he weird flex? Weird flex. What's up, Alan? How you doing? We're just hanging out. I have some lights on above. Is competitive programming helps do well with interviews? What does that mean? Enjoying a drink, yeah, dude, for sure. I'm about to hit the gym in a little bit here. Here, I'm gonna turn up the lights. So there's the lights. We can crank it all the way up. There we go. I need to work on lighting. Dang. Bernard, what's up, man? If you guys got questions, feel free to drop them. Do I ever feel like sitting down? I sit down sometimes. I'll sit down if I'm editing video, but I've never played a game. I've never played a game standing up before, so that was a unique experience. What's the max amount that someone pushed you on what? The max amount that someone pushed to you on YouTube. What does that mean? Max amount pushed to you on YouTube. This is more of a pre-workout stream. I just didn't title it that. I had this idea while I was in the car where I could take this GoPro up here and I could like, so you can stream to YouTube and Twitch and stuff with a little GoPro. I was thinking about strapping it to my chest and then just doing an FPS gym stream. I know that like this doesn't fit the channel at all, but I don't know. I'd watch it. A lot of buffering. I haven't changed anything. What's the max amount that someone gave me on YouTube? I think someone came in and did 100 pounds once. That was 130 push-ups is what that ended up being. One sec. Had to make some extra space here. How would you stream it? Cell phone hotspot? They have Wi-Fi at the gym. You channel, you do what you like. That's true. I know. But I wouldn't have a channel if it wasn't for you guys. How long have you been lifting? A few years. Well, I used to be like a triathlon runner. And then I gave that up and got fat. And then I started lifting instead. But I didn't do it very well. I don't know, maybe 5 years now? Like consistent. You're not going into programming, but it's helped a lot. Make chicken bites. It's awesome, man. How would you? Yeah, I would stream with a cell phone hotspot. Looks cool. I'm gonna put this back. I think I'm gonna. So I don't know if Patrick's here or not, but today is Patrick's birthday, so we're gonna do a birthday video because we didn't do our Friday video. So happy birthday to Patrick. You think the YouTube algorithm minds? So I think what really does well with the YouTube algorithm is time watched. So I need to work on my time watched game pretty much. What are my goals on number of subscribers by end of next year? My goals on numbers of subscribers were 100,000 this year. Obviously, that's not feasible. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe I pull off a Jarvis. Could happen. I'd like to get to 100,000. So, at a growth rate of about 300 subs per day, I could do it. I think I could get that silver medal by next year. But I'm really gonna start stepping up my game here, like with the quality. Besides just me like sitting in this office. Do I get a lot of earnings from Amazon affiliate links? I made like $16 So it depends on where you live if that's a lot. Does time watch on live streams count? Time watch on live streams actually about 5-6 minutes average. 100K next year easy? Well, I mean, I hope so, because I've been taking my time. I've been taking my time investing in this channel because I'm super paranoid about being homeless, because it almost happened. Like, that's what, like, hardships generally make you very conscious with your money. And for the longest time, I have all these ideas, but I can't like execute on them. And so just recently, I like dumped almost everything I've earned since I've been doing this back into the channel. And it feels like you're buying toys. Like, you get this thing so I can stream with the GH5, my camera, like my main YouTube camera. And then I get, like, you know, the desk and all this stuff back here, so there's not that ugly white shelf anymore. Just little things. But it feels like there's no return on investment. I talked about this in the live stream, in the last live stream, but there's no tangible return on investment when you invest back into stuff like this. Like, I can't write down on paper, like, in 6 months I will make all this money back. It's like, it's up to me and my ability to now be able to use these items and create content that grabs lots of people. You think I'll be 100K or more? Who knows? I'm actually going to start going and traveling around. That's the plan for next year. I'm going to go visit Patrick. I'm going to go visit Coding Phase. I'm going to go visit my friends that I haven't seen in like 8 years since Finland. You're a boxer and feel like people are surprised. Yeah, I feel like people are surprised that that I work out, and that's why, I don't know, I used to be like, I don't fit the developer stereotype, so like, I don't know. But then I realized the niche is what matters. So you separate the people that really like what you're doing and the people that have no real interest. So like, yeah, reinvestment is huge. But I guess the good thing about it is that when you reinvest into like a YouTube channel, everything that you buy feels like a toy. It feels like something you'd want for Christmas, you know? So it's like, I think this light in the background needs to move. I'm noticing that too. I can't unsee it, Alice. It's like, I'm not in focus very well. Dang. Yeah, you cancel out that light some more. You know lots of developers that lift? Please send them my way, because I've yet to meet one that lifts seriously. Like, I know people that go to the gym. And advice on how to get more subscribers and views is make more interview videos. Yeah, the problem with that is that I literally have to like destroy my reputation to get those interviews. And so like, as I'm doing, like, it won't matter, right? Because I'm never going to do that. I'm never going to do that again. You know, but how's the self-employment life? Self-employment life is way better. So I depend on no one but myself. And if through the ups is my fault, through the downs is my fault. It's all about me. It's like putting the sun behind you. Yeah, maybe I should put it in front of me. Let me, well, so this is the thing, Alice. I'm getting a new lens. Actually, I already have the lens, but I don't have the adapter for my camera. And so that will be really depth of field. It will be really bokeh. Bokeh? I guess that's how you say it. So it'll look a lot better when I get that. There will be also more light because it's a lower f-stop. Come to Pittsburgh, that'd be cool. What's the reason of the title? Because I've been working on this office, setting up everything, practicing stuff. Props on the grind. Thanks, man. Why other tech channels won't collab with you? I don't have enough subscribers to warrant them, right? All of their, like, I probably have all of their subscribers, and then they have all of my subscribers, and then like 70,000 more. So it's like, you need a light in front of you with no light behind. Yeah, maybe I should put these in front of me. That would be cooler, but it would still... I just got to get the new lens on. This lens is not... This is not the best. Get a ring light. I have one. I just don't use it. I'm figuring it out, okay? I'm figuring it all out. That's my main goal for this year. I'd like to buy my parents a house or pay off my house. That's what I'd like. Alright, I'm going to turn this off then. Or you can set it. Oh, welcome to my epilepsy stream. You're learning front-end developer. The snake-looking light thing. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So right now it's on. This is a little bit better, but it's listening to sound right now. So it's pretty cool. Maybe I'll just leave it like this. That seems to be a little bit better. Mayuko and Jarvis. So Jarvis is not doing... He has his own separate channel for tech stuff now. His main thing is to make comedy videos, which is what he wants. Are YouTube ads paying enough? No. YouTube ads do not pay my bills. I teach code. So I teach code. I do YouTube. Yeah, Mayuko doesn't want to do a collab with me. I actually messaged her on Slack once. I said, hey, you want to do a collab? I'd love to, you know, talk with you, blah, blah, blah. She didn't answer, so that's fine. But she does videos like, what's in my software developer bag? Like, how is that value? What is... I don't get it. Is this like an ASMR channel now, but you just try to make it developer-y? Do you sell courses on Udemy? I don't sell courses on Udemy. I have my own Teachable. I have one course on Teachable, but I'm going to be doing more. I just have to find the time, make the time to do it. I can't say find the time. She said you're small potatoes. That's fine. I make better content anyways. Do you use any freelance sites like Upwork? Nah, Upwork takes 20%. If I want to freelance, I'll go and do it myself. Skip the middleman. But, you know, that's why Upwork is good, right? They got a whole bunch of software developers that don't know how to talk to people. Might as well just use Upwork because they got this great platform. I'll just go direct to customer, skip the middleman. No, you can't have 20%. What are the themes? What are some things I need to do to grow my channel? All right, I need to produce better content. I need to have B-roll. I noticed that Chris Sean's videos get a lot more views than mine, and I'm not sure if that's because he posts less and actual people get, like, more people get his like push notifications, or if it's because of his B-roll and how he structures his videos. So I'm looking into that. Udemy only pays $2.50 per course. So it's $9. Udemy takes all of that and gives you $2.50. Yeah, it's a great platform because there's a bunch of people on it, but if you can already like push people there, like if you already have an audience that's like, hey look, I got courses, go here, then you don't need that. Courses are great as passive income. Nah, they're not as good. Courses, the time input for courses versus the time like out, like eh. My video Day in the Front End of Dev inspired you? I think it was kind of cheesy. One person, someone posted it to Reddit and someone said that video was pretentious. That light thing in the background is hypnotizing. That's because it's listening to sound. Watch. Any ideas or suggestions on attending a hackathon? Network. What do I think about Hack Reactor? Hack Reactor is gone. It got bought out by Galvanize. Hack Reactor stopped reporting their output results, their placement results, when it dropped below 50%. Teachable is the place to be. Technics, you're correct. You can make your own courses, set your own price. They have a free version. You can still set your own price. You can have affiliate links. You can have other teachers. You want to make a freelance platform that takes no percentage, but maybe charges the person hiring a small percentage on top of the dev price. That's literally what Upwork is. Those job application videos. Yeah, I haven't done like any videos like that. I've been doing like series videos, but I kind of like stopped doing the series videos because it got a little hard to make them different each time and grab new people. Like people that like to watch them come back, but new people don't. Yeah, but Ryan, Hack Reactors stopped reporting their placement results when it dropped below 50%. And then they got bought out by Galvanize. Also, there's no guarantee. So that's what I think about it. No guarantee, don't go. Upwork takes a percentage from the person getting hired. I guess. What's your content plans? Make more, make it higher quality, make it more interesting, make it, I need to be in more places. I need to film in more places and have different backgrounds and structure them better. Yeah, 20% is insane. Doing courses and conferences? Okay, no one has invited me to any conferences. Courses, there's already a bunch of courses. Like, you can get a course on anything on Udemy. Unless the people that want it specifically from me want it, then I'll make it. But like, what else? I was thinking about doing like a podcast format. I don't know who would listen. I've considered it, but I don't know who. I was thinking about doing like a little bit of like different books that have affected me, that have helped me. Like, I don't know. I would say books have changed my life, but how cheesy does that sound? It sounds pretty cheesy. A schedule would be pretty nice. Seems to work well for the views algorithm. The thing with the schedule is that I have students, and sometimes students cancel on me. Sometimes students need to change days. You know, what's some good healthy snacks to eat? Almonds are good. Just don't eat too many. I usually eat almonds, banana, apple, something like that. I don't usually eat though until after like 11 a.m. bare minimum. Yeah, so the scheduling thing is just difficult because I have students at different times, and I have to like adapt because I'm always trying out different things. Love the video that explained what technologies are involved in full stack. A front end and a back end, and then you connect them together. I mean, maybe. I think that's a really niche video, and it sounds like it would do well. But it would, like, you would watch it, right? And I would watch it because I made it, and that would be it. You really won't work for a company again, and why? because I want to be dependent completely on myself. I was born into this world alone, and I will go out in this world alone, and that's it. That's it. Self-dependence is everything for me. Front end, back end, QN, DevOps. Dude, I'm good. How are you, Brew? It works for some people, right? There's unless you can find someone that, like, so this is it, right? I feel like everyone should be trying to do their own thing. Unless you, like, really align with the vision and you really see the dream of another company and you want to work for that company just because you see the dream and the mission and that's your mission too, go work for that company. If you don't see the dream of the mission and you just have a job to get a job, then you should be doing it yourself. You don't see me on Discord? I'm there, fam. Podcast, yeah, for the podcast thing, podcasts take a really long time, and I don't know how many people would listen. You've been lifting weights, man? I lift weights 5-6 days a week. Having plans like expanding like a team that helps working on your ideas or plans. What? I'm not sure how to interpret that sentence. Where's Craig? I think he's at work. No, Craig Doff the Gray. That's his name in Discord today. You stay somewhere long enough, you start drinking the company cool. I don't know. This is the thing, right? At my last company, there were a bunch of people there who just showed up to work and they were just like brain dead. Like they were just mindlessly, I'm at work, but like they get a raise because they stayed 5 years and then they spend that raise on a new car, which made no difference, no impact to their life, and like now they can't not have that job because the more they make, the more they spend. That's a real thing. Lifestyle creep is a real thing. And then people get stuck in their jobs and they learn all this proprietary software and then they can't leave and go to another job. It's just like when you started, you had no clue what was supposed to run your front-end code. It seemed like a counterintuitive thing you can open. So that, yeah, well, front-end code can be ran in different ways, but JavaScript is inside of a browser. Started React by leaving Angular behind. You've made the correct decision. Juan, what's up, man? Elon Musk in Discord. Yeah, he's legit. It's a real Elon Musk. He's not busy. He took time out from SpaceX and Tesla to come join the Discord. Kryptonite, what's up, dude? Yeah, Hell Corporate's a real thing, for real. How do you value your work and your salary? Look at the market rate, decide if you can do those things at market rate, and then, bro, did you use Wix? What? No. No, I would not do Wix. I think if Wix wanted to sponsor my channel, or if Squarespace wanted to sponsor the channel, I would be like, this is how you build a website yourself, and this is how you build a website with Wix. And then I would do it like side by side, and then maybe show the speed difference, but the limitations that stuff like Wix gives you. Yeah, if you ain't working for your own dreams, you're working for someone else's dreams. That's it. You got a shovel, and you're either building your own, or you're building the CEO's dreams. That's it, or the shareholders' dreams. Good morning, FateScar. I sent you an email. I sent you an email with a link to my calendar. Someone explained ASP.NET in 2 to 3 minutes. All right, this is what you need to do to understand ASP.NET. Uninstall it. Which channel do you suggest to start React? Just read the how-to page. That'll set you in the right direction. Have I considered doing any videos about security? I don't know anything about security, so I can't do any videos. I don't do iOS because I have an Android, because Android is better. I'm funny. What's up, dude? Ryan John, what's up, dude? I can say that because I worked with it. Put on that goofy face. Nah, we just hanging. What do you suggest as an ASP.NET alternative? Do Angular. Do Laravel. Do, I don't even want to say it, Ruby on Rails. If you make 100K a year, your employer's making 3x. Yeah, well, I'd say 4x. Most companies try to go for 25 cents on the dollar, so you get 25 cents for every dollar the company gets. So he's making, yeah, I guess 3x. Today I learned math. Keep it up, champ. Dude, salute to you. Enjoy the paper. Or try. Just, you know, get it done. Why uninstall ASP.NET? Because it's garbage. That's why. Love the interviews and the Code Bootcamp coverage. Thanks, man. Oh, someone responded to my alias, my Dexter Burgundy that we applied to on a live stream. Someone responded to it and like, hi, I'd like to interview you. Let me open up this thing. Let me see if he responded, because it was like 9 days ago. I didn't see it because I didn't check it, because I didn't expect anyone to respond. But I have like 3 people that want to interview my fake alias, so I might do that. That'd be hilarious. This is how we get to 100K, boys. He didn't respond. I imagine he'll respond today. Can you explain how an MVC works? Yeah, you have a model, which is your database stuff. You have a controller, which is the logic, and you have the V, which is the view. The controller takes the data from the model and gives it to the view. That's it. Destiny, what's up? Someone get you a job as a browsers developer? I'm pretty sure... Yeah. Do I still look at LeetCode? Nah, I don't look at LeetCode. It says, hello, Dexter. Thanks for your interest in our web developer position. I'd like to have a phone conversation before we schedule a full interview. Would you be available? Blah, blah, blah. Quickest way to lose fat? Probably keto. Watch some interviews. They're nice. Keep it up. Thanks. Maybe I'll try to get some more. I'd have to look at my LinkedIn. But I've started posting my YouTube videos on the LinkedIn, and LinkedIn is where I get all the videos for interviewing. Let me open it. Yeah, people have stopped. Oh, I got a couple messages. You know what's crazy is that some of my videos do better on LinkedIn than they do on YouTube, and I only have 3,100 connections on LinkedIn, and the videos that I post get like 2,500 views. LinkedIn is so underrated. I think I'm gonna start using LinkedIn hard to grow the brand. Obviously, YouTube will be priority numero uno, but like that pramp video I did interviewing for Amazon, that video got more views on LinkedIn than it did on YouTube. So like, what? You quit working for a week and you feel like working out for a week and you feel like you lost all your muscle? Oof. Gotta get back into it. Should SEO be part of a full stack devs toolset? I don't know, maybe. SEO is more like marketing. Because SEO has to do with copywriting. And I know a lot of developers that can't communicate very well, let alone like write English papers very well. And SEO has really a lot to do with copywriting. What's the difference between var, let, constant? Var and let are pretty similar. Constant means you can't change the variable. You can define it once, and that's it. Well, that's not true. There's a difference in hoisting. Okay, yeah, I get it. Just post that to Stack Overflow. Do you know how to run a Java app? I don't. Daniel, what's up, man? Different scopes. When people underestimate JS, yeah. Did I recommend WordPress for students like you? Did I? I don't know if I ever did. Depends what you want WordPress for. WordPress is fantabulous for freelance because it does all the heavy back-end lifting for you. Obviously, you're limited on themes, but there are certain themes that you can get that are pretty custom. I might start doing some different videos besides dev. I'll still keep it tech-centered, but like, I don't know. Like before. You hope I become a millionaire? Well, maybe. Should you learn PHP and make WordPress templates for easy cash? You're not going to make easy cash making WordPress templates because you don't have a brand. So you need to build that brand first. You can have the best product in the world, but if you don't got a distribution network, aka a brand, then you ain't gonna get your products in front of people. You don't have any eyes to point to your products. People don't know you. You don't have a reputation. It's not gonna be easy cash. Do the trolls and negative people ever make you question why you do this? One person said Joshua Fluke is a scam. Any engineer can smell his BS from miles away. And my response was, I now have some shirts that say Joshua Fluke is a scam. That way I can profit off my haters too. The link is in the description. What about WordPress for portfolio site? Portfolio site doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Just don't, like portfolio, what you build it with doesn't matter. URL doesn't matter as long as it's not like backdoorhose4 or something .com. Any Android review I do? I mean, I got this Samsung. I haven't reviewed it yet. I could. You got MKBHD for that. Do I have any experience with AWS? Just like, I've hosted some stuff on AWS just like once or twice, but I prefer to use DigitalOcean, personally. That's what I use. Bro, how many hours do I work a day? I work all day. I don't count hours because hours don't equal productivity. That's hours sitting in a chair doesn't mean hours of productivity. It just doesn't. Backdoor host 5. Have I ever considered to do reviews of products, stuff like laptops? Yeah, so I'm gonna do like an office tour here when I get the rest of my stuff. I'm missing my chair. I'm missing the connection for my other lens over here. Like, I got this lens here. Is DigitalOcean getting more expensive? Hey, thanks for reminding me. I have to pay off my balance. So I got this lens right here. This Sigma 18 to 35. It's gonna make these shots look so crispy. It's gonna take it to the next level, right? Right, well, it's right here. But can't use it yet because I don't have my adapter. This thing is so heavy. You know what I didn't know before I started YouTubing is that stuff like this costs a lot of money. Hours equals a routine to burn to avoid burnout. I think routine helps you avoid, well, nothing really helps you avoid burnout except your own ambition and remembering why you're doing what you're doing. So that's why people get demotivated, right? They lose sight of the tunnel. Like at the end of the tunnel, there's a light. You know why you're doing what you're doing. You know why you're putting in the work every day. And when you start to get demotivated, it's because you start to look away and you get distracted. Now you just got to have that vision. Like you can have all the motivation in the world, but if you don't have a destination in mind, you ain't going nowhere. Right? You can have the best boat, the biggest boat, the baddest boat, but if you don't know where you're navigating, what's the point? Where are you going? Any advice for someone who wants to learn programming? You have to do it. You got to put in the hours. Thoughts on C language? I mean, it has memory management, so like hardware, you can hook onto hardware and control memory and bytes and stuff. It's nice. Yeah, does it blur the background? Yes, it does. So it's going to be super, super crispy. Like I'll be in focus, but everything back here will be blurry. The lens I have right now is the default GH5 lens that comes with it. And so I had to shell out to get this new one because I think it will take the quality it will just up everything. I know like the things that I see, most people don't see. So like, you know, I could be filming with a GoPro like that over there, but yeah. With that knowledge drop, you're out. Pogo, salute. Hit me up on Instagram if you got any questions. I'm a member. Flexbox versus CSS Grid versus framework. Flexbox is typically for, like, Flexbox isn't as flexible, no pun intended, as CSS Grid and Bootstrap. Flexbox is typically for, like, layouts, not for being fully responsive. What lens did you buy? I have a Sigma 18-35. It's going to be good. I'm going to have to stand further back because you'd be like all up in my face. It's a Sigma 18-35. But I had to buy a speed booster to hook onto this camera because this lens here, I don't know if you can see it. This doesn't actually, oops. This doesn't connect. It's not the same. Does fake it till you make it work in software dev? You don't want to fake it until you make it. You want to fake it until you become it. You have to see yourself being whatever it is you want to be before you are that thing, which is why I invested in this channel, you know, because I see myself having millions of subscribers. I see myself traveling and doing like Gary Vee stuff and like speaking to people and being like, look, college, you don't have to do this, you know? Like I see myself where I'm at, and you should see yourself where you want to be. Whatever you identify with typically is what you become. So it took me a really long time when I take my camera to the gym. It'd be really difficult for me to film, and then I started telling myself, well, what if I was just practicing? Like if this was my actual job and then I had to do it for a living, would I care what people think then? No, probably not. And now this is my job, and so it doesn't matter what people think. So you can't fake it till you make it. You got to fake it till you become it. Oh, I've been gone for 2 days. Well, this took me like 4 hours to build. This whole setup here. I could give you guys a little bit of a tour if you're interested. This is my YouTube checklist when I'm editing videos. So we got the VR headset because I want to do some VR game dev here. Whoop. And then we got the Mavic up there. I don't know why this is zoomed so much. Oh, I know why. Oh, now you guys can see the UI of my camera. Let me turn it off. Yeah, Unreal Engine 4. I want that to happen. I really want that to happen. What else? I don't know. I was trying to set up a really cool background for these live streams because these are like so critical to everything I do. It's a little bit noisy. Do you recommend 8 gigabytes of RAM for laptop programming? Yeah, 8 gigs. It depends. If you want to ever run like a VirtualBox, you're going to need more RAM to run that. The room is super echoing. It's because I'm really far away from this mic here. So if I get closer, it'll be less echoey. But I actually have invested in sound foam. You can see here, I have sound foam over here. Here, let me show you my desk. All right, so here's you guys there. And then up there, I have some soundproof. This is where I should put that light, probably, right, Alice? And then over here, right, there's my LinkedIn. And then, you know, actual desk. Right? Because I point my camera at me. Oops. I point my camera, like I'll set it on my tripod and point it at me, and so I have this background here. You appreciate the interviews even though you're new to programming? Dude, I'm glad they help. They're just recruiter interviews, so they're not super technical. But I'm thinking about maybe doing or showcasing what a real one would be like. Need to change up these curtains? Yeah, dude, I need to change up these curtains hard. I get some creepers sometimes. I get some creepers. Do you need to be good at React to start Redux? Maybe the concepts of React. The autofocus is just... There we go. You love the background lights, dude. They're mesmerizing. I know, right? It's because they're all about sound. This is my, I recently got a laptop. I'm thinking about reviewing it. I don't know if you guys want to watch it, but I got a laptop. This is my laptop. Look at this. It's that brand new Mac. They didn't tell you guys about it. They sent it to me early. It's that brand new Mac, right here. It's got this new copper color. I'm just kidding. It's not a Mac. I don't buy Macs. It's a. You open it, and it like opens the bottom panel to vent. It's pretty cool. It's got a really unique setup when it comes to the keyboard. So it's got the typical keyboard, and then the actual pad is over here. So it's really similar to what you would use when you're like actually doing desktop stuff. Also, it has RGB keyboard and it's mechanical keyboard. It's got a, is this an MSI GSI? No, this is an Asus Zephyrus. It's got a 1080 Max Q in it. 24 gigs of RAM, because that's the max you can upgrade it to. And an Intel i7-8750H. So, I don't know. It's super nice, super nice. It does everything I want it to. I'll be able to edit videos on the go with this bad boy. And live stream and all that stuff. I think I need an Omni mic. I have one. It's just like, eh. Well, while I worked as a software dev, what were my major clients? My major clients are whatever my boss told me to do. Can I make a video of how to connect dual monitor? You plug one in and you plug the other one in. That's about it. Dude, how is it with FPS? Looks uncomfortable with the keyboard? No, it's not. It's actually really nice. Right here. It's like, so you can, here we go. You can rest your hand like right here. It's really nice. It has a little, has a little armrest you can get. But over here, this is super nice. This actually doubles as a number pad. So you can press this button. Let me turn it on. How much was it? 3,000. It's a 144 hertz monitor, by the way. That's pretty nice. Any limitations to using Windows for web dev? There's no Unix, right? So you have to create an emulator, or you have to get everything to run like an emulator. Hold on, let me close out the hub here. You guys don't need to see what I'm watching. I'm just kidding. All right, so this is you can see the RGB keyboard here. I don't know, this was just a bonus, right? But right here is the mouse pad, and then it doubles as a number pad. So I just press that button. Super cool. Turn this off. I don't really use this to play games though, right? It's more about editing. And for slow-mo, I have 140 hertz, so it's nice. What's the space around the top of the keyboard? So I actually had to take everything off to upgrade the RAM, and so that's where all the fans are and the battery is. And so to combat that heat, they moved the keyboard down so it has ventilation there. How's the cooling and the noise? Noise is pretty good. It's pretty quiet. Heat's pretty quiet. What do I use normally? Bootstrap, Material, Flex, or Grid? Flex is not the same thing as a framework for creating responsive websites. It's a framework for creating responsive layouts. Yeah, I went hard. I went real. Look at this. Look at this. I don't even know. Like I got this here, so prepare for some super focused B-roll of the desk and outside and wherever I go. Now I can vlog like this on my skateboard, right? So I can create videos on the skateboard and have this be super smooth. So like, I went real hard into the investment for the potential future videos of this channel, which is why I've been gone. So I've been figuring out how this works. It's actually pretty cool. It's got a little trigger there. Got the extendable grip. Doubles as a tripod. If you guys don't know what this is, it's a gimbal for your camera. So you put your camera here, and then no matter how you move this, the camera stays still. It's not on right now. It's battery powered, but yeah. I really love film. You guys don't understand that, but like, because coding is so centric to sitting down all the time, but I really like film and B-roll and cinematography a lot. Is that a stabilizer? It's a Ronin. It's a DJI Ronin. It's a gimbal. Super. How many K did you spend on all this new gear? Carl, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. Everything I've made. No, that's not true. It makes it sound like you're YouTube rich when you say that. But the truth is, since I had my last job, I spent nothing. I didn't take a single day of vacation. I spent nothing. I paid my bills, I spent nothing. I saved everything I've ever made from my last job for over a year. Until I realized this would be sustainable. And then even then I didn't do it. I've been doing this for 2 months before I made the leap because I needed to see how I'd feel about it. It's scary. Scary. So with knowing C++ and a bit of HTML, how well do you think those skills transfer towards your course? Prepared. So C++ won't do much. FateScar, C++ won't do that much. You're gonna have to hit up JS. JS shouldn't be too bad, but there's no header files or anything like that in JS. Classes are pretty new. There's no getters or setters really. You're going to have to learn JavaScript. It depends on how fast you pick it up, but C++, I can't imagine it'd be that difficult. But I've helped one guy. He worked in finance, and he made desktop apps with C++, and he was learning JavaScript, so that was cool. Am I a film buff? I don't know if I'm a film buff. I'm more of like a cinematography buff. How is the coding while playing games and the noise? Oh, cooling. Oh, yeah. My bad. Flexbox and Grid are not frameworks. Bootstrap and Material are both. Yeah. Well, Grid will do okay. Grid will do okay for responsiveness. Whatever your boss gave, was it mostly related to banks and financial institutions? For me it was more like, yeah. What was I gonna say? I just lost my train of thought. Wow. That's all cool, man. It's all custom. Oh, would I do part-time for 2K a month? No. I'd rather figure out a way to just make 2K more a month. I want to be self-sufficient. That's it. I just want to be self-dependent, totally self-reliant. It felt bad not making videos for a couple days. What channels do I use for cinematography inspiration? Obviously, you have Peter McKinnon, right, who like was on the up and up, and then you got Justin O'D Show for editing and stuff like that. Film Right's a pretty good one. I don't know. I have a couple others that I'm subscribed to as well. But you know, I'm a coding. Well, right now I'm a coding channel mostly, and so I sit in my office, make videos of me on the computer or talking, which is a little bit, I don't know. I think it's kind of boring, and people are like, "Well, what else would you do?" That's what I'm here to figure out. Any advice for someone who's about to start a boot camp in 2 months? Yeah, it's, you're going to be drinking from a fire hose. There's going to be a lot of days where you don't understand anything, and you're still going to have to go to the next day and try to understand that. And that's all part of the experience, so don't worry too much. What do you suggest for positioning? Obviously, the best solution for positioning here, this is for you, Thanveer. You need to use float with everything. 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 I'm just kidding. Float is terrible. Don't use float. Don't even type that word in this chat or I'm going to ban you. Did you buy using TypeScript? I've used TypeScript like twice. It's okay. It's shorter, I guess. I would use Flexbox, I would use Grid, I would use Bootstrap. Use all of them. Well, if I had to, I'd use Flexbox and Bootstrap. Could you review Covalence's bootcamp? Sure, let's take a look at it here. $20 hours a week part-time. The first thing I'm going to look for here with this Covalence is a guarantee, and I'm not seeing any guarantee here. One-on-one teaching, immersive content, career support that lands you a job. Career support, customer support. So no guarantee, no go. That's my motto. The so-called senior developer uses Float all the time. Float was like the new hotness in like 1989 when it came out. Never use Float. Float is terrible. I need to get like a plant to put on my desk and then have like another plant here, and then like we could be like through the grapevine with Josh. Would you guys watch a series that was on books? Oh, look, let me rephrase that question because that sounds boring even to me. Would you watch a series about information I found extremely helpful into developing a mindset of not giving up and pushing forward and all of that? Use display grid. I mean, that's what grid is. CSS grid. How's your guys' Monday? You guys get big plans for the week? What's motivating you today? Any resources that would be good content? I mean, so I read books all the time. Have you guys ever heard about the 50th Law by Robert Greene? So 50th Law sounds kind of bleh, but it's really like this really nerd. Well, I can't say he's a nerd, but Robert Greene is a great writer when it comes to like changing the way you see things. But anyways, he follows around 50 Cent. He follows him around to all his meetings. He follows him around into fights. He follows him around in business marketing, in the studio while he's rapping. I know 50 Cent's kind of irrelevant now, but like when the book was written, like he was hot. And anyways, he just follows 50 Cent around, and he realizes all this stuff about 50 Cent that people would never really think of. 50 Cent created his own label at Interscope Records while he was there called G Unit. You guys, I don't know if you remember that, but he created his own record label while he was at Interscope Records just so that he could figure out how the labels were working, and then he quit Interscope and made his actual own label. Like he was a master at like using resources to propel himself forward. And he figured out marketing on his own. He falsified this time where he got angry. He basically destroyed his whole office. And then he went to tell the maintenance guy that he destroyed the whole office for just to like have a verification. And then he went to the media, and the media was like, "Wow, he just like lost his 12 rules for life." Are we talking about Jordan Peterson? Oh God, I can't. He's so. I can't do him. I can't do Jordan Peterson. Not that I disagree with some of the stuff he says. Number one, he's a little bit too... He turns everything into religion, right? And so depending on where you lean, could be good or bad. I'm just trying to get information. But he's all right. I think mainly the audiobook, I can't get past his Canadian accent. Nathan. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks for the support. I have his Audible, and it's narrated by him, and it's really difficult for me to listen to the audiobook. Got an interview on Pramp. Nice. Do you use the UML diagram? We're doing lots of UML and stuff in school, wondering if it's going to be valuable in real life. UML stuff is pretty valuable for setting up a database, but that's not going to be your job fresh out of school, ever. There's always going to be some other guy there that has been doing database setup for a while, and they're going to let that guy do it. They're not going to let some guy set up the multiplicity between all of their clients and databases and however many tables they need. They're not going to let a new guy do that, but it's good that you understand it. Why are you up so early? It's not early. It's 8:50. What headphones are these? These are Corsair Voids. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Now, it's on my list. I just finished reading Perennial Seller the other day. And then I was listening to the 50th Law yesterday. I got to finish that today. And then I was reading, what was it? How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. That sounds like a really manipulative book just from the title, but it's more like just be nice to people and be hearty in your appreciation and lavish in your praise is basically that whole book about find people doing something good rather than finding people doing something wrong. Find them doing something good and tell them good job. It's about the other people. It's not about you. Just started boot camp 2 weeks ago. What advice would I give you? Any junior resources that can help? It depends on what's in your boot camp. I can give you generic stuff, right? But learn to use the inspector tool. Vice, what's up, dude? If I could go back in time, what changes would I have? I would stop playing Overwatch for 4 hours and claiming that's a good reward for doing programming for like 5 minutes. Is there any way to not pay $20K up front if you live in the UK? Yeah. So this, y'all, they opened it to EU students. So Lambda School is open to EU students. Doesn't matter where you're from in the EU, as long as it's an EU state. I know the UK is moving away, right? But technically they're still in the EU for now, so you can go. Do you usually listen to or read books? I listen to books because I can do, I can do more than one thing while I'm listening to a book. Whereas if I'm reading, I have to sit and, read. So I'll read while I'm doing cardio at the gym. I'm currently reading Tim Ferriss's Tools of the Titans right here on my Kindle. This is what I read while I'm at the gym. Do you mind learning a new language? I don't mind. I don't mind languages. I'm not language specific. I learn what works. What was I reading? Whose chapter is this? I don't know. Tools of the Titans is really good. He goes over like all these famous people that you've probably heard of but didn't know their routines and talks about their routines and yeah. What makes them successful in their opinion. Yeah, language, I don't care about languages. I don't have a favorite. I don't care to pick a favorite. I just use what works. I use whatever gets the job done. And something gets the job done better, but it takes longer for me to learn. Like, I don't know, it's all Kindle versus real books. No real difference. I mean, you can get I have real books, they're just not in my room. I just prefer the Kindle because I can carry one Kindle around, whereas if I have real books, then I have to have like 90 books. Have I ever used Next.js with server-side rendering? No, but Taylor does. I don't know if you guys remember Taylor. He's 25. He's 25 years old, and he's the CTO of $1 million company. It makes me jelly. Oh, would I mind learning a new language, like a spoken language? Yeah, I mean, I know, well, I can't say I know. I know enough Spanish to get by, and I know Finnish, and I know English. How do I remain productive while the girlfriend is around? I do whatever I want if she's around. Sometimes I feel like she's, I don't know, she's like, come hang out with me. Like, so what do you want to do? Well, let's watch this show together. Okay, no, it's not hanging out. If we're going to hang out, we're going to go do something. I'm not going to sit here on the couch and watch TV. My brain gets bored. It needs to be engaged. They don't get it. Like, my girlfriend doesn't get it. She could sit and watch Netflix for like 11 hours straight. And then, like, if I want to do something on the computer that engages my brain, she's like, all you do is sit on your computer for like 11 hours. Yeah, but I'm like engaged. Sitting here just staring. I can't. Alan's here in spirit. Oh, Alan was, here, Alan, you can be mod. Alan was he's the guy that's making 70K at 19 years old, so AMA while he's here. Or ask him anything. AHA? I need to take this off. Oh, there we go. Hello, how are you, Connor? I'm good, dude. Same deal with your girl. She'll just watch Netflix forever. Exactly. She'll just sit and do nothing and be like, let's hang out. I don't want to do nothing. I'm going to be in here, so I just close my door and do my thing. I asked her, I was like, what do you love about me? That's what I asked her once. I was like, what do you love about me? She's like, the same thing that I hate about you. I was like, what is that? She's like, that you work so hard. Can't be mad at that. Please go find yourself a better man than me. Like, she gets a good deal. Like, all her friends and coworkers, they all live in apartments. They have like 9 roommates. Still living that college life, except they're 28 years old because that's, I don't know what this generation's doing. And they all make like $10 an hour. Don't want to go to college. Ugh. What was my girlfriend's reaction when I said I want to marry her? Nothing. She said that she's fine. Gets mad if I don't give attention to her. If she doesn't give attention, that's not my fault. If she gets mad, she doesn't get attention. That's her fault. Like, I focus on me first. I am captain of the ship, and she is first mate. But I lead the ship, and so I gotta lead the ship first before I can figure out what she's doing. Do I consider myself an introvert and an extrovert? Probably a little bit of both. That's why I do YouTube partially, because I think my natural tendency is to be more towards an introvert. But doing YouTube pushes me outside of that comfort zone, you know? Are those lights behind you not distracting? No, I've been here the whole weekend. Trust me, I put my music on speaker and I turned it up and it looked like I was having a rave from outside at night. Because it's listening to sound. Do you think you guys won't be together a few years from now? I don't have time to think about that. I have more important things on my mind. Like paying my bills and making good content and helping other people. More than I worry about. No, I don't know. I don't care. She wants to leave, bye. If not, great. Thanks, Alan. Someone asked where he learned JavaScript. I think he said Hack Reactor, right? It was just Hack Reactor and then, yeah. The difference between your speaking voice and in the first videos was drastic. I remember the first time I ever... Yeah, it was terrible. Quick recap, because I've been setting up this office, upping the quality. I don't know if you noticed the quality of the cam here. The quality is pretty top notch. I keep coming in and out of focus because I'm moving. Come on now. It wants to focus on the There we go. Try to say something in Spanish. Hola, hablo español. There you go. Done. What if she wants to spend her life with you? Great, fantastic, stay. Would I consider sitting a desk next to me? Okay, so number one, I don't want my girlfriend in my office when I'm doing my own stuff. This is my own stuff, she has her own stuff. Go do your own stuff. Same reason I don't want to work out with her. I want to go work out alone or with a friend, not my girlfriend. No. It's my thing. I do my stuff. You go do your stuff. We'll meet in the middle sometimes. Did I outsource my logo? No, I did not. I made it myself. Did I study cracking the coding interview? I did when I needed it. Top 5 web dev courses? I don't know. That sounds like a Google question. Yeah, that would distract the hell out of me, Carl. There's no way I could do that. Connor, I can't tell you if you should drop out of college, man. That's pretty huge. What if your parents kick you out because you're not in college? Why do you care less about relation? Why are you assuming I don't care about relations? Seems like you care too much. A little bit there, Thanveer. Must know technologies for web dev. Come on now. How much do you make in monthly sales off your products? That's kind of a nosy question. Not that much. Not enough to buy a Lambo. Rate my setup out of 10. Looks pretty chill. Looks pretty chill. I like the sound foam. You have way more sound foam than I do. Oh, I was gonna unhide it. Vice, post it again. Isn't that supposed to be our first priority? No, I mean, I don't know. Who told you that? Who told you that should be your priority? And why do you listen to them? Sounds like, I don't know. This is a difference in culture. I'm going to assume that you're not from the US and family is really big and all that stuff and blah, 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 and you live with your parents until you're older. I know there's cultures that do that, but here, I'm pretty much independent. I take care of my parents. I take care of myself. If I fail, I can't move back with anyone, right? I'm homeless. My parents are homeless because I can't provide for them anymore. So it's just like, I don't know, relationships. I'm very alone in the world. So I take care of me first. I don't know. I rate your setup. I mean, I don't know. It's a good setup. I don't know what your budget is. I don't know what you got to work with. I mean, you know. As my girlfriend asks me sometimes, she's like, "Don't I make you happy?" And I'm like, "No, you don't. It's my job to make me happy. It's not your job to make me happy. If I'm not in control of my happiness, that's some serious problem." So I work on myself first. Everyone wants to be with someone. Everyone likes to be around someone that works on themselves. People like to help other people that focus on improving. Like, I'm just on my mission, on my path, doing what I do. Do I find my engineering degree has benefited me? My engineering degree, let's see, not really, because it's from a different country, so I have to basically, yeah. I chose to move out. My parents didn't force me. They were going to. I had to get out, so I went to Finland instead. I don't know, man. Some really personal questions. So it seems like you gotta fix your priorities, fam. Man, you guys are just asking some questions today. What's my purpose in life? Your purpose in life is to create your own purpose in life. And then do that thing the best you can. Help other people. That's my purpose. Favorite Udemy course? I don't really have one. Why would they ever try to kick you out? Because you're 18 years old. Time to go. Get out. You're a big man and you're on your own. That's how it is. My parents were like, all right, we paid enough. We paid enough of your food and rent. Time for you to go do this yourself. Bye. Self-sufficient, fam. No idea. Nathan, videos helped you. Yeah. Yep. Don't buy into it, man. Especially if you're working with a recruiter. People said I was passive aggressive. Oh, People said I was passive aggressive and I was kind of a jerk and that I wasn't interested, and they're right on all accounts that I'm not interested, and I kind of was passive aggressive. But that's how you have to be. If you don't interview that recruiter, the recruiter's going to take advantage of you, and he's going to tell you that you're applying to a JavaScript job, whatever you might be, but you end up at some garbage company that doesn't give a, they're using a recruiter in the first place, okay? If they really cared about their applicants, they wouldn't outsource that. Mic drop. How much do you make a year before taxes? Yeah, I know, right? $3. About $3.50. You have no idea how to talk about a relationship with a girlfriend? You wish you could record this and play it back for yours? I don't know. My girlfriend got mad the other day, I think yesterday. She's like, you went and spent all this money on on all these toys, but you won't buy anything for me. And I was like, what makes you entitled to that? Even my parents say it. It sounds like he enjoys his toys more than he enjoys you. That's what like that's like what her friends at work say. I'm like, girl, your friends make like $9.30 an hour, have like 9 roommates, go out to party every night, have 0 ambition in life. Don't let them tell you what I'm doing wrong. Like, obviously she gets mad about it. I don't care. God, this autofocus. Please, GH5. How's freelancing market for Node.js on Upwork? I don't know. Look it up. Yeah, getting mad at me for not spending my money on her. Come on now. You think... I just don't. No. Her parents were like, I think, because I've got like a couple sponsored items. For example, like this desk was a sponsored item, the standing desk that I have. And she's like, someone sponsored their item, but he won't spend his money on you. What? I don't work 19 hours a day to buy you a purse, girl. It's minimalist. Yeah, I think it's pretty chill. I used to have an L desk. Quantity over quality. Do parents kick out their daughters too? Dude, you gotta be self-sufficient, Danveer. Sounds like you soft as a marshmallow, man. Sounds like you gotta get a dose of that reality check. Sounds like you wouldn't be able to make it if you had to be self-sufficient. Are you working remotely? Yeah. Remote or death. I feel like a caged animal backed into a corner if I have to work in a cubicle. Alan, that's the way to do it. You're about to graduate from math? Well, if you want to work in programming, you're going to have to learn how to program. Ben, it's been a while. What's the quote of the day today? Oh, hit me with that quote of the day today. Oh, I just wrote it down too. The quote that I've been thinking about recently is, let's see. Without sacrifice, there's no meaning. Without struggle, there's no purpose. Or with struggle comes purpose. One of those. Have you ever considered digital nomading? I have a dog. I have 2 dogs and I have a mortgage. It's a little bit difficult to do. Also, I have all this stuff. It's a little bit difficult to take with me, but I might digital nomad a little bit while I still own this house. Go travel and meet people, meet subscribers, go hang out with people, make videos with them. Austin, how did I find Alan? Alan is in the Discord. Yeah, he's in the Discord. He did an interview with Coding Phase. I don't know if you guys saw that interview, but Alan, Coding Phase interviewed Alan too. He asked different questions than me, but it's all good. Hi, I'm new here. Welcome aboard. Certifications necessary to get a job? No. No, you don't need any certification. You don't need any degree. Yeah, I read the, Austin, I saw that you put a comment on that. I think you responded, but let's see. If you guys got any video ideas, feel free to drop them. I'm about to take some notes. Here we go. Alright, I got my notes. Drop some video ideas. Make sure to give you credit and the shout out. Do I find teaching code the best way to further your coding knowledge? It's a good way to further the coding knowledge, but mainly it's really satisfying because I struggled so much. And I feel like a lot of people have the same questions that I did. I'm like, well, why would you ever use, like when you learn JavaScript, for example, it's like, go into the terminal, and now let's make an addition function that adds two numbers. Like, what? Why am I doing this? How does this make me money? How does this get me a job? How does this relate to anything? Oh, we'll get to that later. No, tell me now, because I want to know why I'm doing this. And so it's like, I was that guy that like asked these questions of like, that no one would answer. Like, you ever been doing a coding tutorial, and they're like, all right, we're just going to add this up here, but don't worry about that. I'll talk about that in the next chapter. Wait, hold on. No, talk about it now, because now I'm thinking about it. Now my mind is on it. I want to know why you're doing this thing. Are you still doing any resume reviews? Yeah. If you got resumes, send them to my email. I will be reviewing them. Let me type that in the chat real quick. So shoot me your portfolios, shoot me your resumes. If you're out there lurking, just let me say I appreciate your time, by the way. If you're listening to me at work, if you're in your cubicle, I'm on your other tab in the background, just let me know. Well, don't let me know, but I want you to know that I feel your pain. I feel the struggle. I know what it's like. Collaboration videos on some demo with another dev. It's complicated. Top 5 online and coding courses? Is that just because you asked me that question I didn't know the answer to? What I recommend using for building a web game? You could use Phaser.js. People get paid for this? Yeah. 2019 goal is to be a dev. Move out. How about recording the interview with Alan? Oh, so for the person I've been helping get a job? Yeah, we could look at that. But he has to get an interview first. Sitting on the couch drinking a nice cup of coffee. Don't have class till 6. Oof. Lurking. Finished 17-hour workday. Hey, I appreciate your time, Mark and Marks. Hope you're having a chill out night. You're grinding on leak code? Oh, probably pass. Probably pass on that. Do something more tangible. How to write an effective algorithm. Brody, you write that video. You tell me, and I'll film it with you. How am I doing today? Dude, I'm good. I'm hyped for the gym. Got a chest day. Got a nice chest day coming up. Got a couple students tonight I'm teaching. What else am I doing? I'm making a resume review video probably today. It's also Patrick's birthday, so I'm going to do a video with him. And then we got this live stream check out of the way. I'm going to go take this drone out here. Go get some shots from Salt Lake City. I might hit up that stock footage game, talk about how to make some side cash with that stock footage with the drone shot since I live in Utah. Dude, it's so sick. Dude, I'm hyped. How are you guys? Have I ever worked with the government? Edwin, actually yes. I had a React job working as a government contractor. Working for the US government has been one of the strictest experiences I've ever had. Mainly because you have to support Internet Explorer 2, basically. Did Pat finish Lambda? He is like... Day in the life video? Yeah, we'll do a day in the life, Baron. Sure. Baron hits me with that day in the life. Patrick didn't finish Lambda yet. He is doing Lambda Labs, which he's got 3 weeks left of Lambda Labs. Actually, Lambda School has this week off because Thanksgiving week. But he's got 3 weeks of Lambda Labs left, and then the computer science portion, which is 3 months. So, what book would I recommend to learn JS concepts in detail? Elegant JavaScript's pretty good. Probably hit that up. If you guys are enjoying the stream, please hit the thumbs up. It helps my other videos do pretty decent. I would appreciate that. It doesn't take too much effort. If you don't tell me what to do, Mr. Internet Guy, you don't have to hit it. I would just appreciate it if you do hit it. It just, you know. So Benoit says, I'm boring. Cool, man. That's not my problem, though. You started the day after Thanksgiving. It starts on Friday? Is that when the new cohort starts? Oh, I think it starts on next Monday, right? Working for the government's like having no... Yeah, working for the government's very, very regulated. Tons of NDAs. Lots of support that you have to have. Really strict schedules. You're not allowed to leave the United States while you work for the U.S. government either. Or at least you can't do work for... Like, you can't work remote at all. Like button smash, appreciate you. Do you dabble in Laravel? I've dabbled. That would be the correct word. Webpack, rollup, or parcel. I don't know about rollup or parcel, so my only option is the first one. What's a good stack to pick up and do projects as a junior looking for internships? All right, Ryan, number 1. Don't look for internships. Look for jobs. Don't limit yourself. You'd be surprised what you could get, okay? If you limit yourself to an internship, they're going to be like, holy crap, this kid could be a regular dev. The difference between internship and job is very minimal as a junior dev. Do you use low latency mode? For what? Oh, no, I don't use low latency. I used to. I did it once, but no, I don't. Just regular mode. Yeah, think about that and multiply it for... Yeah, exactly. This chat lags a lot. Yeah, I have it on regular mode. Diego, I'm good, dude. How you doing, man? Where you been? Haven't seen you around. But let me answer your question. What is a good stack? Sorry, I got sidetracked there, Ryan. A good stack would just be Firebase, React, jQuery, Sass, Bootstrap, Grid. That would work. What should you learn for a Google job? Algorithms. About to head to an interview. Words of advice. Aubrey. I'm not going to tell you any words of advice. I'm just going to say be confident because you're going into a really weird situation and don't let them push you around. You know, I would say be outcome independent. Don't let them push you around at all, okay? Because you're in a weird position going into that interview. Just be upfront about it. Just be blunt. Pretend like you already got the job. Go in. You already got the job. This is just like checking a few boxes. You're there. You're there to sign the offer, Aubrey. That's what you're there for, okay? A time-lapse project of 0 to 100. That would be awesome. You think it would be awesome. In your head, what you see is different than what it would probably come out to be. What do people do at internships? Nothing. Like, get coffee for the CTO, maybe? I don't know. At least get benefits. At least go for the job. You're going to have the same responsibilities as a junior dev. Brody. Thank you for moderating my chat. You are the man. Why React rather than Angular? It's easier to get a grip. I would say Vue, React, Angular in that order. Angular has a backend with models and stuff. React does not. You can get a little bit of architecture with Redux, but I'm not going to give advice immediately. Gives advice to motivation. Edward, leave me alone. It's in my nature. Have you ever met MKBHD? No, that'd be cool. I want to have a sit down with Gary Vee. I want to have a sit down with Casey Neistat, even though he doesn't sit that much, I don't think, unless he's editing videos. Peter McKinnon would be cool. MKBHD would be cool. I just want to go meet the people at the top of YouTube, and I will. I will get there, because that's the only option, right? There's this concept known as, in 33 Strategies of War, there's this concept known as death ground. And so, if you have an army on death ground, and what I mean by that is they have no resources, nowhere else to go, there's a cliff behind them, you're going to fight 3 times as hard to get what you want. You'd be surprised what people on death ground can do to get stuff done, right? Versus someone who has a bunch of resources and they know they can fall back on stuff. I have essentially burned the bridges, right, by doing, I don't know, by doing these interviews. So either number one, I will fail and then not be able to get an interview because I've made so many fake interviews, or I will succeed and get to where I want to go. And that's it. You'll fight so much harder if you have nothing. You have nothing to lose, but so much to gain. Burn the ships. Yep, burn the boats. Death ground. But when people start to get comfortable, you kind of have to put yourself voluntarily into these situations where you're not qualified for, starting before you're ready to. And every scenario has benefited me. Yeah, it sucks, but it has benefited me. You will work harder. That's what YouTube does. I don't feel ready to do YouTube. I don't feel qualified to talk about code, and that's why I have to do it. Do I think Vanilla.js will bring routing? Probably not. Casey Neistat's a really hard worker. He stays up till 11, 12 editing his videos, wakes up and finishes editing the videos and releases it, and then films all day again. Travels around. It looks really easy. I've tried to make Casey Neistat style videos, and you have to, oh man. Do I have a list of books I listen to? Yeah, they're on my site. A video title though? That's very pretentious. Why I've been gone for 2 days. Who cares if you've been gone for 2 days? I thought about that while I wrote it. Casey Neistat's not someone to look up to. That's subjective. I'm not saying that I look up to them. I'm just saying I appreciate people that are hard workers, appreciate people that appreciate entrepreneurship, appreciate people that think outside the box, appreciate people that do what they've been told that they cannot do. I appreciate people that push limits and succeed. It's very hard to find those types of people. Yeah, he solo edits his videos. He films, edits, does everything himself. And that's just his side business. He's got Beam on, full time. Well, maybe not anymore, but thanks for the time, Connor. Consider your degree carefully. Stand-up desk, yeah. Have you seen it, Sam? Sam. What program do I use to edit vids? Premiere Pro. After Effects, Premiere Pro. Lightroom and Photoshop is my workflow. Will I try making a video on to-do list with local storage when you have time? No. Here we go. Here's the standing desk. Here we go. Let me hit you with that slow pan. And then we got the beast mode computer down here. That cord management though. I'm working on it. I'm working on the cord management. I got zip ties. I just got to figure out how to do it and not break my standing desk. Why was I gone? Vince and I was gone because I was redoing my whole office. Have I ever done mobile dev? Not native mobile dev, but yeah. That cable management. You're not wrong. Oof, smooth slope hands. But Zach, wait till I use this. Needs more sound foam. I don't have enough sound foam. What do I think is the best way to people outside the US? Stack Overflow probably. Here, let me hit you with that this is Cinema D, so it's not very vivid. Hold on. Vivid. Here you go. We should play some games. Hey, Sam, can I come visit Quebec? Too much RBG. You'd pick a theme instead of everything flashing a billion colors. Amino, this is my ambient lighting. I use it more for ambient lighting. Also, I can set the RGB to be one color, but I use it for ambient lighting, and I find, well, once I get the adapter to this lens here, everything will look so much, I don't know, smoother. Do I offer any kind of help for devs living in Utah? What do you mean? John Olson is better. Well, he's got more experience. I don't know how he finds the time. I think he has people editing his videos for him. He must. So Zach, the cool thing about being a YouTuber is that almost everything I do can be a business expense. It's the dumbest thing in the world because you're a content creator. So if I buy a Lambo and make a video about a Lambo, suddenly I can write off that for my taxes. This is the dumbest thing. You just got an Xbox One, let's play. You got Halo 5? You're driving through Tennessee because the boss said so? Oof. Ryan, you are the man. You'll get a tube that can hold all that cable. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream at least. I hope you guys have got some gem or something, or at least just enjoyed hanging out, because you guys are like my only friends. And look, let me think about that before I said that. Look, I know it sounds depressing that you guys are my only friends, right? You guys are my only friends in person. So it's like, well, not in person, but you know what I mean? It's good to have people to connect to that are interested in the same things. And so I appreciate each and every one of you out there. All right, let me zoom out from my follicles. How hard is it to monetize the videos? You have to get approved first. You started a YouTube channel and uploaded 0 vids a month, and you've been doing strong for months now? Dude, that's that hustle. Sam got that hustle. How many teaching schedules do you allow per week? I don't have a teaching schedule, and I don't have a limit. So, oh, are you talking about the thing? So we sit, like, for real, we sit down like once a week for however long, but we can sit down more if you want. But we have like an accountability schedule of once a week. Stop hitting on me. Artificial hype. I have some sort of mentoring. I mean, it costs though, as I have to monetize my time to pay my bills somehow. You found me on Instagram? Juan, I didn't know Instagram meant anything to anyone. Appreciate you. My camera might die. Just FYI. When will you be getting married? I'm getting married to you, Pranav. Pranav? Right here. Where are you at? Pranav. Do you take me? Nah, bro. Not getting married. You are a beautiful man. Kappa Pride. Appreciate that. I'm just gonna leave it right here. Welcome to my face, YouTube. Oh, my girlfriend is blowing up my phone right now. Okay. You set one for Saturday. We'll talk more. Yeah, face card. That's perfect, dude. Whatever works for you. It's not about that. Where'd you meet your girlfriend? I think I met her on Tinder. She didn't have a description. I thought she was a man. Thought she was just like, you know. Not that I have any issues with that. That's just not me. Okay, politically correct YouTube. Oh, I said YouTube and my phone turned on. That's creepy. I wonder what else they're listening to. Have I played Red Dead Redemption 2? I can't play games at 30 FPS, which means I can't play it on this Xbox. And I have the old Xbox, so this old Xbox runs at like 25, 24. It's a cool headset. It is. It's pretty comfy. They have to be wide. What's the CPM? All right, so Vice. I'm not exactly sure. I think it's like $9, $8.27, $8.50, something like that. Depends. Gaming channels are very saturated. The main thing with gaming channels is that they're hard to provide value with. So that's the thing with gaming channels. They're entertainment over value, and so if you're providing value, you get a lot more engagement, whereas gaming is just like you showing off something, which I guess it really has to be entertaining, so then like people want to, I don't know, I guess it's just different. This light though, there we go. Have I heard of CS Dojo? If I collaborate, it's going to be good. Maybe. Yeah, the console games run at 30 FPS, and I can't do that. Not knowing that I have this machine where I could run it at like 150. Well, probably not 150, but 30 FPS feels like a slideshow to me now, and there's just no going back. Vice, I'm not saying that you have bad content or anything like that. I'm just saying that's why Twitch is so difficult. Twitch is so difficult to get a following now because you are literally just streaming yourself gaming. All you have to offer is entertainment, unless you're just dropping gems of knowledge. Like, you either have to be really, really good at the game on Twitch. You have to have some form of comedy, entertainment. It's just very... It's all about entertainment value, and entertainment value is pretty shallow. Whereas if you're, you know, have you invested any money into crypto? I invested about $13,000 into crypto last December, and we all know what happened between last December and now. So let me just say, I'm down a lot. I haven't sold, but I'm down. I just got a job offer from well, not a job offer, like an interview offer for core Java. I don't even have Java on my resume. Spring Hibernate Web Services, AWS. Minimum work experience 3 to 5 years. Why is he sending me this? This is why I don't mess with recruiters. You and I both. Do you hire any people? Yeah, we went over this last time. This is my only offer, right? It's highly competitive to work for me, all right? 50 cents a week. You edit my videos, you film my videos. You pay all travel expenses. You make my thumbnails. What else? I don't know. I think you can't find better benefits than that. You can still reinvest by using that money to buy stuff on the dark web. Well, that's how you get the FBI busting in your door, okay? And I don't want them to trash my room. Getting started on Twitch now is a pipe dream. You have to build a brand first and then go to Twitch if you want. Unless you're Ninja. Unless you're the #1 at a specific game that's pretty popular, you're done. Unless you're on a team that goes to an esports convention and then you win that esports convention, you're done. How fluent are you with React.js? Define fluent. It's a little bit subjective. Juan, later, dude. Thanks for hanging. What is CS Dojo? I need to look at this. Oh, he has a YouTube channel. Oh, this is the dude that quit his job at Google, blah, 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 blah. Oh, all he does is make gaming, like, he just makes tutorial videos. Pass. Thanks for the stream, answering the questions, Austin. Meme Ninja is toxic. Okay. React, Angular, Bootstrap necessary? I don't know. Yeah, he's one of these ex-Google guys, right? Can we find someone who's not an ex-Google guy or not an ex-Apple guy or not an ex-Microsoft guy? Can we get someone that came from the bottom instead of just quitting their job at the top and then talking about it and then using their reputation to get a following? Let's find someone that has a build-up or a grind or maybe a documentation of that grind or maybe a grind reel. New camera. I'm using my GH5. I'm using my DSLR to stream. You feel like Google employees that quit actually got fired? The average stay at Google is about 3 years. Everyone uses Google for the resume, but my goal is to not have a resume. I know I help people with resumes, but like I'm just, different. How much money do you make as a YouTube? Well, you want my social security number? I can give you my social security number, my mother's maiden name, my address, zip code, the license plate on my car. If you want the registration number, I can get you that, and my driver's license number. What else do you want? New Boston? I think New Boston outsourced his channel. He doesn't make videos anymore. Jabril's? All right, let's look up Jabril's. I'm all about that self-made, not Google-made. Oh, I've seen Jabril's. Yeah, he makes Unity gaming videos. He's super cool. I like the way he edits his videos where he's like narrating his videos. They're pretty cool. Culture has conditioned people not to care about the grind. They want the quick and dirty. They want the end result. Everyone just wants to see the end result. Everyone wants to see the winner. Everyone wants to see the dude cross the finish line, but no one wants to see the training behind it or the hustle behind it. No one cares about any of that. No one wants to see the day in, day out boring. This is boring. I could be doing something else. I could be partying, whatever. I think people just aren't interested in the grind, but I've never seen it. So I was like, I've never seen anyone document the grind to the top, so I'm gonna do it myself. And talk about things besides, you know, just the main niche of the channel. I've never seen people talk about the struggle or like things you do to monetize or entrepreneurship or managing this stuff. Like, everyone's just like, well, you know, I learned it all myself. Well, can you tell me where you learned it? Like, what? Give me some books. So I'll do it myself. Because that's, I don't know. It's like writing a book that you've wanted to read, but it doesn't exist. Tech Lead is a meme. He's going to meme himself into not being taken seriously anymore. It's my favorite framework, and why? I don't have a favorite framework. I use what works. Use what gets the job done. People think I'm a little bit cynical. I'm a little bit too serious. I say I'm just a realist. Dylan Israel. Yeah, his videos are really complicated. I mean, like, not complicated, but like complex. Like, he's a smart dude. Amanda Jordan. Hello. I think Tech Lead has memed himself into oblivion, and so now he tries to make serious videos, but like if he doesn't do something memeish or funny at the beginning, people don't want to watch. So how about you talk about the hustles of being a web dev video idea? Hustles of being a web dev, like how to make side cash, how to freelance, how to make apps for people. I mean, freelance, that's what it is, right? There's no hustle of being a web dev. There's a hustle of being an individual, a hustle of being an entrepreneur. Web dev is just the specialization. The hustle comes from within. It's not about the job. You can hustle any job, but that comes from within. How are you? I'm all right. I'm good. How are you, Amanda? How's your Monday morning? Hope you're doing all right. My thoughts on Sundar Pichai. I don't have any thoughts. How good is a tech writing job on a programmer resume? I don't know. Maybe you could transition that into, if I were you, copywriting or tech writing would be good for digital marketing, and then you could move from digital marketing into a more manual digital marketing, which requires you to be able to know how to develop. Then you can move into that. What do I think about charisma on command? Yeah, it's pretty good. Any cool stuff I did in the last 2 weeks? Yeah, I mean, last 2 weeks, I hit some new maxes at the gym. That was cool. Like 2 days in a row. It was crazy. I felt pretty good. I always measure it in how many girlfriends I can lift. So my girlfriend weighs like 110 pounds, and then I can deadlift like 100 or 355 or something, like with the hex bar, which is not too much, but like, oh, I'm like, I could lift like 3 of you. You're good, just woke up, saw I'm live. Welcome aboard, glad to have you. I'm gonna go out here in a second. I've gotta hit that gym. 2-hour live stream, because it's been a while. 1 hour per day that I've been gone. Just kidding, I made that up. You fixed the laptop for a guy. Ooh. Future of smartphones? I don't know. Probably get smaller and then they'll get bigger again. That's what happens, right? I wonder if Jabril's would collab. He's got way more subs than me. I could ask. He does game dev. I've done game dev. Maybe we could collab. Any good recommendations for sockets? Most tutorials I see for group chats, not direct messaging. It offers a direct messaging way to do it. Just look at the tutorials. You can do direct messaging. Thoughts on WebAssembly? Ugh. I don't have any. I read about it once. Advice, that would be my... A lot of digital marketing has to do with knowing how to write like at least some amount of code so you can transition to that. My thoughts on Tesla's mission to Mars. There's two schools of thought here. You have landing on Mars. You have landing on Mars as one solution and living there and making it, whatever, habitable. And then you have another school of thought from Jeff Bezos, which also has Blue Origin or whatever. And his school of thought is to, why don't we just mine asteroids? Let's use the resources from asteroids and then provide for ourselves that way. I don't know. I think it's good. But even then, you still have to worry about resources on a planet, which would take a while to use. I think mining asteroids is more of a longer-term solution. So the real MVP is this company, I forget what it's called, something space. But basically, they 3D print stuff inside space, and then they go mine asteroids and use that material to 3D print more stuff inside space. Like that's going big or go home right there. The person who asked about UML, yes, they are important. They are important. They'll never be your job as a junior dev, though. And if they do, please give that to someone else. Andre, can I ask if Lambda accepts students? I don't have to ask. Romania is in the EU, so you can go. Yeah, all you got to do is apply. If you're in the EU, you can go to Lambda school. If you're in the US, you can go to Lambda school. No Man's Sky in real life? Maybe. Did you guys see that flexible smartphone? I thought that was pretty cool. All right, we're gonna wrap up the stream. It's been about 2 hours. It's been good. Do I consider my content more focused for front end or whatever? I consider my content whatever. I consider my content to be front end, back end, motivational, unrelated, vlogs, entertainment. It's whatever. I don't do a whole lot of back end stuff. It's not my favorite. I'm a visual person. People that watch YouTube are visual, so it makes more sense. That's not always true, but what do I think of Lambda? I'm jealous I didn't get to go to Lambda. I went to Dev Mountain. Don't go to Dev Mountain. Dev Mountain doesn't have a guarantee. Still, it got bought out by Kaplan Education. The CEO already made 10 million. He's basically checked out, but he's required to be there by the buyout deal for like 2-3 years. That's usually how it goes. He's not there because he cares, or maybe it's just because he's bored. Maybe it's because he got 10 mil and nothing to do. I went to Dev Mountain. Don't go to Dev Mountain. Do I think AWS will take over the world? I don't know. I got some competition. Node.js or PHP? Learn both. Yeah, but I think Lambda's pretty legit. You got 7.5 months. You got a complete web dev bootcamp in the front. You got a complete computer science bootcamp in the back, and then you have a real world project. And then on top of that, they offer another bootcamp called Lambda Next, which is basically mandatory right after that. This is where you spend 9 to 5 every day going to like job bootcamp. So you interview, you practice interview, you practice code tests, you practice making portfolio projects until you get a job. You think Amazon's going to take over the world? You can't say I think Amazon's going to take over the world when it already has. Did you know that Amazon actually makes they take a loss? Amazon actually takes a loss on their retail site, and they make all their money from cloud hosting services. But they're doing it so that they can drive everyone else out of business, and then they'll make profit. He's a smart dude. Starting startups or work as an employee? Neither. All right, I'm out, dudes. I gotta go do chest. Dudes, dudettes, people, thank you for supporting the channel. Seriously. You guys are the best. Thanks for hanging out. And I'll catch you guys later in the video.